5 more years with Erdogan. People eulogized him, buried him, but the president ruling for 20 years is not going anywhere. Erdogan defeated his opponent by 4.3% only and celebrated with his supporters.
Sandık başına giderek kendisi ve evlatlarının geleceği için iradesini ortaya koyan tüm vatandaşlarıma teşekkür ediyorum.
President Tayyip Erdogan claimed victory in Turkey's presidential election on Sunday after 2 decades on the throne. The incumbent president of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, defeated his opponent from the opposition, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. Addressing supporters, Erdogan said voters had given him the opportunity to rule for the next 5 years. Both two rival camps broadcast before the polls closed that they were concerned about low turnout compared to the record figures in the first round of voting 2 weeks ago, and therefore the two candidates for presidency called on their supporters to go out and vote. Eventually, Erdogan ended with just over 52% of the vote based on near-complete unofficial results. Almost half the electorate in this deeply polarized country did not back his authoritarian vision of Turkey. His challenger, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu, called it the most unfair election in years, but did not dispute the outcome. Thousands of his supporters celebrated all night in Ankara and Istanbul. Hundreds of supporters first filed into the presidential palace when authorities opened the gates soon after Turkey's High Election Board said he was in the lead. A large Turkish flag was raised as the supporters, some carrying flags, others posters of Erdogan, rushed through the gates. And his home in Istanbul was lit up with celebratory flares and cheers as his supporters gathered to dance and wave flags. And furthermore, leaders from around the world congratulated Turkey's President Erdogan on his re-election, of some of them being U.S. President Joe Biden, former U.S. President Donald Trump, Israeli President Yitzhak Herzog, and more.